Hey guys, and welcome to Isaiah's Reviews. And have I found the absolute best GoPro adapter for your 3-axis gimbal for your mobile device? PGY Tech or Pidgitech or however you want to say it. That's what it is, and this is the box it ships in. But when it's attached to your GoPro Hero 5, it looks like this little beautiful thing right here. And the great thing about it, all your microphones, because we know the GoPro Hero 5 is updated in the microphone section, which is a nice plus for vlogging and stuff like that for audio. But a lot of the adapters and a lot of 3-axis gimbals that are made for the GoPro blocks one of the speakers on the side, and you also pick up a lot of the motor noise from those gimbals. What this does is allows the GoPro to sit off away from the motors, and also this little opening, this little gap here will allow sound to get into this microphone that's on the side. And you got available mic spot there. There's an opening there where this doesn't obstruct the microphone there, and you get another mic over here, which of course is freed up. And also this adapter gives you full access to the touch screen. This frame here is recessed, and the rounded GoPro Hero 5 in the back actually sits right inside that recessed cutout that's in here, so it sits nicely, sits good and firm, and all you need is this bracket here to hold it up against that frame and down in that recess point. And like I said, you get full access to your touch screen. Super nice. You see how it's kind of weighted there? It's kind of where your balance point is sort of right there in the middle. It feels exactly like it should. And it mimics a cell phone, the size and stuff does. A small one, so I think you're going to need to put some sticky stuff right in here somehow to where it gets a good grip. I did notice it would slide out because it is kind of slick. Also, there's a 1/4-inch thread here, right here on the bottom. So, what does this give you an opportunity to do? It gives you an opportunity now, since there's about 3 generations worth of 3-axis gimbals available. This one's the Fiutech G4 Pro, which is $150. When it come out, it's $400. This is generation 2 model. So the generation 3 has replaced this, so this is why this is on sale, and it gives you the perfect opportunity to be able to buy a 2nd generation. What's so special about 2nd generation products? Well, they fixed the things that was wrong with the 1st generation. So now you've got these 2nd generation ones that are on clearance, which is a great time to buy this. It's a great time to buy this $19 adapter. In some cases you can find them cheaper. They're like 16 to 20 bucks, somewhere in there. They're everywhere, sold by different sellers too, but just look for the picture that they show you, because all of them are branded PGY Tech on it, and it just kind of slides down into this adapter like so. And when it's in there pushed all the way up against it, this is not turned on, by the way, but you want it balanced so you're not working those motors. So when you do put it on there, you might have to add a little quarter, like I did here. I had to tape a quarter to the end because I maxed out all the weights that my Fiutech comes with, which does come with like 3 weights, I think so. And I had to put a quarter there to get it to mount out. Now what you got, it's kind of hefty, and you may actually want to put some rubber grips around the handle so it doesn't slip out of your hand. But when I turn it on, it's going to come to life, move over. It's perfectly balanced. I can look up, down, and also with this Fiutech G4 Pro, I can look left to right and also have free range to look up, left, right, and all that. It's not just left, right, up, down. I can also move at angles and things like that, which is great. So now I have like this awesome vlogging setup. I can turn this thing around and vlog myself. And there's this opening right here, so it gets all good and around to all the mics. That's a plus. And also you do have the 1/4-inch threads here on the bottom. Well, one thing I did notice with this one in particular is that if you do mount this to a pole, like a boom pole or something like that with a 1/4-inch thread, you may have to put a washer in there because you want contact with this. I was having like a little gap in here, and that's a lot of stress to just put on that little 1/4-inch thread on its own. So I put a washer in there to have it someplace to rest all the way around, because I felt better about it, like it would last a lot longer. And but you're allowed to have some good booming shots with that. So really, and this just fits right into your bag too. Like, you can have it out like this. I highly suggest grabbing a cover for the screen of this. You can get those for like $4 online, shipped. A little plastic square cover. It goes over to protect the lens of your GoPro. You can slide this in your pocket. When you're filming in 2K, it offers digital stabilization, which is not optical. Ideally, you want optical. It's okay if it's digital, I guess, because what it does is it crops in a little bit and will adjust itself level and then crop back out when you're not shaking it as much, because this is like intelligent digital stabilization. So the crop's going to move in and out of the thing to try and adjust itself, which means you're going to lose some resolution. So ideally, you want an external stabilization device, the 3-axis gimbal or whatever you got. That's ideal. Even optical stabilization, when it's moving the optics and stuff, the sensor may be stabilized as well. You're still moving off center of an optic, which is round, which is, you want to stay locked in the middle for the perfect picture quality. That's why all these professionals use this high-tech heavy gear to help stabilize the cameras. They don't go off of optical stabilization. They sure don't shoot off digital. It's just like a last resort kind of thing to get some good shots with. So I highly suggest grabbing one of these second generations or something that's super cheap, like so. It folds up kind of thin. You can slip this in your bag or something like that. When you need it, just turn it on. But make sure this is installed onto it before you turn it on, or it's going to go crazy. That's just the way they're designed. So now let's switch over to the GoPro and we'll listen to the audio like you were vlogging. Alright, so now here we are in linear 2K, 60 frames per second. We're in linear 2K, 60 frames per second. Spinning this puppy around. My arms are flailing like an idiot. But this is the vlogging mode, so this is hopefully able to pick up. This is in stereo, so it should get all those speakers and hit that. I took it out of wind reduction. It's got wind reduction mode, which will automatically go in and out of stereo into something else. I don't know how it works, but this is it from away. So I'm filming now a little Yoda from behind, so you can see the little window open to the right side. So you used to be able to get my voice coming in that direction from each side, from the top, from the sides, and everything with no obstructions in sound. And there I am again. So now let's creak over to a nice little quiet spot. And I'm going to stand here real awkward like. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you some stuff on my walls and see if you can hear the motor noise. See if that exists at all while I kind of scoot you around. Go out in the yard and try to film as much cinematic stuff as I possibly can. I may take it out of linear, put it in 4K, so I don't know for sure. I guess I'll be able to, I won't be able to do the 60 frames per second probably, because when I go to 4K, it forces you to go into wide mode at 30 frames per second or 24 frames per second. You can go to super view or something like that, but unfortunately linear doesn't work on 4K, which kind of sucks. I'd like to be able to use that, but I guess I understand why, because what all's going on with it to produce the linear. I'm just swinging that puppy around. Yeah, it's cool. I really like this. I think it's going to add a lot to the channel. I also have a DJI Osmo, but I don't know if I need the Osmo anymore because of this, because I'm going to go slap this on a boom pole and parade around the yard, look like an idiot to the neighbors, but to you, hopefully, it produces some nice cinematics. I'll probably put it in 4K wide. I'll take the fisheye out myself in editing, but I'm just going to show you what the possibilities are with it. switch it over to just holding the adapter, which puts it, you know, a few inches away from my hand, which hopefully reduces handling noise. I'm not too sure because the 3-axis gimbal on there sounded like poop. Like you could hear everything that you can't hear with the naked ear. The naked ear. I couldn't hear anything coming from my 3-axis gimbal, so I just assumed, hey, this is cool. I just found this should work for vlogging. But it doesn't. Like, you need to hand hold it like this, because then you can't hear transferring. But if I held it by my hand like this, the GoPro itself by hand, you sort of do hear stuff like that. So let's switch it back over. So really, this is the only way to vlog with it, kind of. Now, it does have that 1/4-inch adapter off to the side. Let me turn it around, blah, blah, blah. Turn it back around. See if you can hear any handling noise like this coming. I don't know if you can or not. Now this is mounted to a pole. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, I've just mounted that guy right there, just to the corner of the pole. So this may work perfect for vlogging for you too. It's just mounted over there, it reduces handling noise, it's off to the side. You're floating right in front of me. And then there we go, back to the other side. I'm handling this thing pretty well, back and forth from hand to hand. All right, so we just found out that regardless if it's on a gimbal, if it's in your hand, if it's on a pole, the sound transfer into the adapter makes it sound like poo-poo. And the only option that you got is an external recorder, which may work out good for the handheld part of it because it has that 1/4-inch threaded hole on the bottom, which means that you could stick a Rode mic or something like that's non-battery powered into it and it sound really good. Only option to get it to maybe sound good by itself, maybe put a rubber gasket of some sort in between where the GoPro actually sits into the housing of the adapter, in between the adapter and the housing and the GoPro itself, just some kind of gasket there. Maybe when you got it going by pole, put a rubber foam washer or something like that in between that and the pole. Maybe that would absorb something. I don't know, but I'm going to keep playing with it and trying to figure it out because I really want it to work because it's convenient. I like it. Visually everything looks good on the gimbal with it. The problem you're gonna have is whenever you're in super view or wide, then you come up from about a 45-degree angle of the pole or so, and you come up, you start seeing the gimbal appear in the side of the shot, like about right there, and that's kind of annoying. But in linear and 2K, it goes away. It's cropped in enough that it goes away, but you're not being able to experience the full 4K part of it. But as long as you keep it angled like at a 45, something like that, it stays out of the way. It's not that hard to do with a boom pole, so you can have it on a boom pole, have it a little farther away from you, and then that 45-degree angle happens naturally, so it's kind of out of the shot. So that's not bad for 20 bucks. Instead of using your cell phone, which to me the camera quality sucks on phones versus a GoPro and up cameras and stuff. It's all about the lens and the sensor and stuff like that you have. And I mean, cell phones are getting close, but I still like my GoPro. What can I say? I hate the drone that they got, and I think that may sink the company and they may go bye-bye. But I do like GoPro. I've just become I've just become accustomed to using it so much. But yeah, that's the only options I've got. If you come up with anything else, mention it in the comments. I'll put it down in the description or into the comments if I'm able to find a way to get around that handling noise and stuff. But really, it may just come down to adding an external mic to it, which should be easy to do. I'm sure there's an adapter by now for it, like a small little adapter cable to go from a 3.5 to that, whatever USB Type-C or whatever it would be to get the audio. I haven't fooled with it yet, but whatever I come up with, will finalize, and this for sure works. It'll be down in the description. I'll leave some links to the adapter and stuff too, and even the gimbal that I got, the Fiutech G4 Pro. That works okay. I didn't realize there was that much noise transferring into the gimbal. That was a lot of noise that you can't hear with your ears. So that aluminum plate really amplifies everything. Rubber gasket or something. Got to be. I don't know. This has been Isaiah's Reviews. I hope you enjoyed the video and found out some information so you can go ahead and get your mindset on how you're going to use it. Visuals and stuff like that with no sound, and you adding some music yourself would work just fine. All that would be just fine. But for vlogging, an external mic maybe partnered with that would probably work pretty good. Then you have yourself a pocket unit. You could just have that mic on a 3/4 inch at the bottom of that adapter itself. Slide it in and out of your pocket, but make sure to buy one of those little lens covers for your GoPro so you're not dealing with scratches and fingerprints all the time. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video to all your social sites. Helps get me places I can't get to my own. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you again here on Isaiah's Reviews.